Morning. Back onto the Range Rover again. I managed to get a pump here. There's a little 40 psi pump from China. It was a cheap one. It was only like $39, but obviously I had to make some adapter pipes to go on the back because the 1/2 inch entry, 1/4 inch outlet. Now this is only a temporary thing, because if this works and we get fuel to the engine and get fuel pressure, I shall buy a proper Delphi pump, which is $150, but with screw fittings on here and at the end that are the same. So my intention is today, there's the filter, and I want to take that pipe off there. Now so we're going to suck through that filter. That's why I never bother putting a strainer on, and it's huge. Look at it compared to my hand. So we're going to take that pipe off and then join it onto this one here. Now you can't quite see that. I don't know if I can move around a little bit. Maybe you can see. Yeah, I think you should be able to see. Take that pipe off there, that pipe off there, and now I'm going to run the pump just temporarily this way. Now you say, Mike, that's backwards. Yeah, but that pipe there will run into there, and then that pipe there will run into there. Where am I going to mount this? I don't know. Might be tempted to put it up top where, if it works, but if it doesn't work, it's a failed experiment. So let's get some spanners out and some tube, and let's find out. I've just tie wrapped the pump up temporarily. It's all hooked up as it should be. I haven't switched it on yet, so you know as much as I do. So what we'll do now, we shall go to the front of the car, turn the ignition on and see if it builds up any pressure. Right, no cheating. This is the first time it's been turned on. Whoa, look at that! £40, just as the book says. Look at that. So it was the pump. Now, in theory, it should start. Oops. I've got a clamp on the return hose there. Oh, that dropped down a bit. That dropped down to 38. Wait a minute, phone's going. Just at my moment of glory. Now, if you can remember, I had a hose clip around the return pipe, and now when it went up to £40 with the hose blocked off. Now it's 35, which is on the money for what we need. So that means that relief valve is working. So let's start it. Let's not mess about anymore. No more phone calls. You couldn't believe it, could you? So we've got fuel pressure now, the bloody thing won't start. What is going on with this thing? Neighbours. They all come around to hang around to watch. You know, it's like a bloody circus here. Right, so what I've done is I've disconnected the main fuel pipe coming from the tank to here, and I can hear the pump running. I can't understand this. This doesn't make any sense at all. Let's put it on. Just a dribble of fuel. I think I might have found the solution to my problem. Remember the other day I put this rubber pipe in the tank? Look what's happened to it. It's perished, or it's split. And I bet you the hose has been pulling up under vacuum. I bet you that's it. That bugger. I have never seen that before. It just looks like the outer casing's just all given up. But it says it's fuel hose. Fuel injection hose. Well, maybe not under vacuum. Right, so back to the drawing board. I think I shall attach on here a piece of steel tube. I'll braze a piece of steel tube on because I've got nothing. There's a truck farting. I've got nothing to lose now. So if I can measure the depth from here to the bottom of the tank and put a little elbow on it. That's what I'm going to do. So now I have soldered a piece of copper onto here. I've flared this end out here and I've put a bend on it, and I've got some filters coming, by the way. So I've left that long enough so I can put a little strainer on the end, not a filter. Let's see how that goes. So I've got the pump rigged up temporarily, held to the back mud flap. Well, a mud flap bracket. Actually, it doesn't seem a bad place to put the bloody pump, but it seems to be okay now. Where's the gauge? This isn't turning around right. There we go. Check the gauge out. I'll just put the ignition on. So you can see it's supposed to be a 40-pound pump. I'll start it up, and the engine will turn over a few times before it starts. That's because it's an AFI, and that's the way they always do it. But you'll see the pressure drop, and that's sort of your relief valve opening, or your regulator, whatever you call it. Now you saw a bit of pressure drop there. Engine sounds good, no problems at all. One almost would say great success. The pump at the moment, I'll turn this off. I wish I had a little on-off button here. We've got turkeys. Did you eat turkeys? We've got wild turkeys down here gobbling on. I've lost my track now. Yeah, so now this means I can get this into the shop. I can drive it because I've got a seat in there and all the pedals and stuff like that are all functioning. I'm really excited. Well, not that excited really, but I don't know. I'm going to go and get a big stiff Jameson's now because I know what the problem is. But just to let you informed, there was no wiring issues at all, not even with that box that's over there, the relay box, because this is working off the original wires. So I've jumped the wires from, how would we say, from the right hand side to the left hand side. So I've got to put this on the lift to make a nice new connection going from one side to the other. But the connection seems to be alright, the relay seems to be alright, but it was just pumps. Now I was just sort of, when I had a few brief moments to myself, I was just wondering why these pumps went. And the in-tank pumps, they just, I don't know, they just seem to turn but no pressure, and I'd blown all the lines out. Everybody said, "Oh, you haven't blown the lines out." Blew them all out and check this, check that, as you do, you know, you check the most obvious things first. But the obvious thing for me now is to put an external pump so we don't have to mess about with this anymore. Now the other thing we've got to mess about now is the fuel sender, because I just realised that this is a metal tank, and I think the sender's different, so we might have to play around with that a little bit. I don't know. I'm just going to start it up again just for fun. Do you want to hear it? You know, we've had problems with this all along. We've had injectors blocked up. They seem to be running fine now. I don't know. The list is absolutely endless, but we're getting there. Oh, there's some oil in it. It's running a bit high at the moment because it's cold, but that should be alright. So I'm going to put that away and look, it's on a steady, oh, what's that, 30, just over 30 pounds pressure. It should be a bit higher, but I'm going to quit while I'm ahead. So, Jameson's time. Now I might have to get the old computery thing out and learn its adaptive values, because it seems to be idling a bit high. But again, I've only just started it, so we'll have to see how it goes. Oh, that new noise is me leaning on the fan. Land Rover, Range Rovers, don't you love them?